Do-do-do-do. We're almost there. Just gotta get some other things finished before I hit the start. Or well, the start streaming button's already hit, but it's just you know, gotta finish up a couple things, and then once all that's live, we'll click on the thing. Right, I think it's good. Let's go. Minor pause before we keep going. Welcome to the stream, Fritz. How you doing? Oh, it's a new quest. I don't know what a Mimitomo is, but down to start that. Oh, that thing. Completely forgot. There's a whole thing to start. Alright, let's see. Oh my god, how do I even do my streaming software? There. There we go.
Ah, cold beer after a hard day's work. Nothing like it.
Woo. Alright. That's fucking bizarre. Alright. Let's see. Do, do, do. Hey Tyrone, how you doing? What was I looking at? Oh, I was gonna look at this menu. I was gonna check this, because I want to see how close I was to pity. Because I want to try 6, 12, 18. What is 18 plus 6? 24, 30, 36, 42, 43, 45, 46. Okay, I'm well within. Okay, we're gonna do this one shot and pray. See if we can get Zenny. I was doing good. I just want school to be over. Cool game announcements today. Is E3 happening today? Oh, it's over. All right. All right. So that's over. Thank God. I was worried that was gonna take like a month. Do 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 do. Dying Light 2, Horizon Forbidden West. Ah. Forbidden West, good. I
Be careful.
love the Forbidden. Alright, this is really fucking good. She gained her charge attacks gain an attack bonus equal to 50% of her defense, which means it is officially time to start building her as a funny basic attacker. Which means we'll have to get rid of Noblesse set, unfortunately, but that's okay. We can pick up Bloodstained. I think Bloodstained is what we're looking for. After defeating an opponent, charge attack damage by 50%. Oh, it's defeating an opponent, though. I don't know if I like that. Alright, what's Glad's? Glad. Increases their damage by 35% all the time. Or increasing their damage by 50% right after a kill. Interesting. I think I want to do the 2 set, because 18% attack is shit. Not really shit, just not good. LA Mastery, HP. What are the other things? Technically pyro damage, but that doesn't really that doesn't really help us with the basic attacks, which is what's going on here. Is there anything that increases defense by a shit ton? I don't know. We're gonna go teleport here and start fighting. E3 is June 18th. Oh, Jesus, that's forever away. Horizon is at 12 and Dying Light is at 3? Okay. Pew, 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 pew. All right. So what's the Let me reread this real quick. Okay. So yeah, we're looking for artifacts. So yeah, elemental burst damage increases attack of all party members by 20%. I don't know. That's so weird. I don't know if that's so I'll either watch Horizon during class or during lunch. Ah, okay. So the uh what's it? We're looking for. I'm gonna go fight this lady down here because I'm trying to think. There's a bunch of sets in the game, and I'm trying to think of what the best set bonus would be for a basic attack kind of charge attack build. Any future games you're excited for? Future games are weird because the games I want to see that come out are like, you know, ones that'll come out. Like, I don't know. It's weird because I want to be excited for games, but I'm so much kind of someone that just kind of ignores all that shit. Ah, Pale Flame. There we go. Physical damage increased by 25%. Combo that with Bloodstain, which increases it by 25. So that'll be 50% increased Fizz damage. Let's see. Let's make sure we're not cheating ourselves. What do you do? Shield strength by 35, Geo. Okay. For being a gamer, you're not very much a gamer. Oh, sorry. Sorry that I'm not a consumerist coward that stands to sit there and watch fucking cartoons of supposed games for 30 hours and being like, "Oh, I clapped when I saw that the, they might make a game that I like." Do you play the MDS server thing? I played it for about 3 hours, but then I gave up. 12.2 is a very bizarre server to have, and I just didn't really feel it. It's not terrible, it's just not what I'm crazy about. They're showing gameplay today? Yeah, wow, what a shock. I can only hope that they show gameplay every time that they do such things, but so few times does it ever happen. I don't know. Like, I just don't. I can't get myself. I can't force myself to be excited about shit like that. It's just so. I prefer it when games come out, is how I would put it. When games are, or people are just like, X game is in development or whatever, it's like, for every game that you say that, like, oh, this game is going to be cool or whatever, I can name like 15 disappointments. Like, it's like, oh, this looks cool, and it's like, well, we got No Man's Sky, we got Anthem, we got the fucking re-release of the Mass Effect trilogy, which is like somewhat suboptimal. It's like they're gonna come out with that D2 remaster or whatever, and it's just like, whatever. It's gonna look pretty, but it's gonna be the same game. It's not my fault you play anime games in Total Warhammer. Yeah, I know. My games are so unrelatable. We have no I just realized we don't have a healer for this group. So it might be a little bit dangerous. No Man's Sky was cool. Not on release. On release, everybody was calling it shit. Well, granted, everybody was calling it shit because they were super excited for it, which is, again, the thing I'm trying to ignore, or trying to avoid by not being super excited about every video game that comes out. What the fuck, how'd you forget Gene? Sorry that I didn't put Gene into a comp of people I wanted to kill bosses more than 3 minutes a second. I didn't play on release, but it's cool now. But fucking developers shouldn't get a free pass just because they decided to make the game cool eventually. That's not fucking whatever. I'll be proud and disappointed. It's such a waste. Why would you? Because it's one thing to watch trailers and be excited and just be
You
like,
may
oh
leave
man,
at any time.
I love watching trailers. They're cool. It's like, whatever. Trailers are fun. I get it. But it's another thing that's just like watching trailers or whatever and then being like excited for the theoretical game. And then, of course, it comes out and you're just like, wow, this is really bad. Also, I don't know if you can tell, but there's more lighting on the cam now. I plugged in a couple more light bulbs into my light fixture, so now it's should be a little bit better to look at. It's good to be excited about stuff. It gives you something to wait for. I agree. I'm excited about like every other PoE update, and Total Warhammer 3 is a game I'm excited about. But I'm excited about Total Warhammer with the understanding that I've already paid for it, and there's nothing that can change it if it's bad. So, like, if the game's gonna come out, there's nothing I can really do.
Go as one to ashes. Cross over. I swear by my sword.
Like, what are you waiting for this year or the next year? Total Warhammer is supposed to come out sometime this year. I'm excited for 10 things. But yeah, Total Warhammer is supposed to come out this year, I think. At least that's their release cycles. They start teasing stuff 3 months before, and then they release it. Uh, that's about it. I can't, like, Total Warhammer is the only thing. Deep Rock Galactic keeps coming out with updates. Every 3 months, PoE comes out with updates. So it's like, so many of my games that I play are just kind of live service games, so everybody keeps updating them. Even this game is like a big one for like, they just keep making stuff for the game. So it's just a inevitability. Metro Exodus update. Alright, that game's already out. Cyberpunk update. That game came out and was disappointing. Most of my games are single player. Horizon Forbidden West, that's DLC. Dying Light, that game's already out. Granted, if there's a, new release for it, then
Barbados.
I just haven't been paying attention. I mean, next gen updates. Again, those games already exist, though. We're just like looking at a developer and being like, oh man, you guys released the game again? Nice. Releasing the game again isn't a joy. It's like, why would you release the game again? All these resources that you have that you can make new games with, and it's like, well, sure, bet by releasing the game or whatever. I know Dying Light came out like a decade ago, but like, you know, what about Dying Light 2? Let's talk about things you're excited for. Final Fantasy 16, other game, I don't know if that's gonna, what thing is gonna come out. I can't believe he recoiled from that. What the fuck? I missed with my ult, or my E. Let's get these blossoms on here so we... Come on, over guy. There we go.
Hey, not the guitar.
Ah. Time to switch to Bedeau and not think. I'm tired of taking damage. Time to not think anymore. Alright, this isn't good. Games are excited, but not... yeah, I understand. I'm just saying that, like, it's just unholy common that games... what's it called? That they're just, like, re-releases. Even, like, games or whatever that just kind of come out or whatever, like, Outriders came out or whatever, and then everybody that was playing it just went back to Destiny. So... Don't know what's going on. I tried to get the rest of the endings of Near Replicant until the Metro Exodus upgrade comes out. Very good. I end up playing a lot of the games I already own. That's mostly what I do. Wow, okay. We're just gonna keep messing with that ability. I never played Metro Exodus except for like 10 minutes, so it's pretty new. Yeah. I mean, it's good to have new experiences. It's just like, you know, in general, I feel like developers kind of just recycle instead of going for new, because it's easier to, well, not sort of easier, but they're just looking at trying to save money. Oh, Hu Tao is a really bad switch. Having what's it called? Having Great Wolfstone on a Bedeau is it's very weird. I mean, it's ideal for the combo that we're trying to go for, but it's very weird. The thing with Nier is you get the under endings, I have to get all weapons, and I'm very bad at the game. Well, maybe I'll get better. Maybe something will click and you'll just be like, oh, okay, I get it. What the fuck? What do you mean, what the fuck? That's what you said. Okay, we disintegrated all of our bloodstains because we didn't like any of them. I never said I was bad. I agree. It was mean for me to read it in that way. Okay, so we have a crit damage hat. We'll have to put that on. Do we have a crit? Or we don't have a flower. Alright. We're gonna teleport over here and we're gonna farm this stuff and see if we get anything of value. If we do, great. If we don't, it's just how fate is. Okay, now these guys are the devils, so I'm gonna swap out Zinni. Yeah, we'll swap
In the
out.
name of the princessin.
I sold all my possessions already. It afforded me like 5 weapons. Oof. Maybe the idea there is to just make a new save. Get the rest of the weapons that way. Oh, the water guy's all the way over there. Hu Tao, I don't know what you're doing on the floor, but you need to get up. You're late for work.
To ashes. Shadow Raven, let night fall. Back at ya.
Woo! Got him. The way Near Replicant's multiple endings work, a new game won't work. Interesting. So you're trying to get all the endings on one character? Or one save, effectively? I thought getting all the endings was more achievement hunting. Oh my fucking god. That's HP. Never mind. Crit damage. Energy recharge. Defense! Maybe we made a mistake. Maybe we shouldn't have even bothered putting our thing in. We should have just said, fuck it. Did it live. Okay, so let's see how lucky we get with this one. We're looking for percent defense. Is this good? Okay, we should not destroy any of these just yet. Destroy these because I don't know what they do. And learning is not what I'm here for. Beat the game with a certain save file. The save file is now special. Attack is decent. Defense would be nice, but getting attack is effectively the same thing. Or functionally the same thing. Okay, let's swap into all the stuff that we want. Crit damage hat. Ooh. That's a big oof there. Alright, so we need to get rid of that one. Or we need to get rid of these two. So we have Pale Flame. We just need a Bloodstain to replace one of these. Into the grinder we go. You beat the game in a certain save file. The save file is now special to get the next ending. You play on the same file. Near is special with multiple ending. Each ending explains more of the story, which is actually really sick. Yeah, I remember seeing a thing about that where basically every uh
My royal
every ending does or
I
works to
summon thee.
get you farther ahead story-wise. Or not farther ahead, but you know, explains everything so you're just like, "Oh, that makes sense."
Midnight Phantasmagoria.
Which is cool. It gives you value for
Eyes on me.
putting yourself through the game.
Higher, higher. Yes, on fire. I swear by my sword.
They're both broken emotionally, so now we can do this. Oh my god. Oh my god. But no, stop. They're already dead. But yeah, that's something that's really makes the game super replayable and also gives it a lot of value overall, is just being like, oh, I can, you know, deeper I go into this, the more I learn. We don't want those. Unless it says 2 defense rolls and 2 attack rolls, then that'd be great. Also, it helps explain the lore of the next previous game. Yeah.
Oz reveal. Shadow Raven. Let night fall. Power that ended fight.
Barbados, guide us.
Sorry for turning on the gamer goggles. I'm just
Take
fucking
this.
love killing these things. Ending A, you just play your character and do the story. Ending B, you play the character, but you're a character who can see what enemies are saying and thinking.
Go as one.
It makes you realize how fucked the game is.
No rest for the wicked.
Crab loves murder confirmed. I mean, murder's pretty fun. This game incentivizes me to murder those people. And this is a really decent build for doing it. I'd probably prefer Sucrose in Jean's position, but we also kind of need a healer so we can keep doing this without consuming food. Because the only reason you want a healer is basically so you can just make mistakes. That's not what I want. I could explain ending A and B if you want, but to be effort, I don't know if you would want to hear it. I think I already know what happens in Replicant with the whole monsters you're fighting and all that stuff. Although it's been a long time since I've heard the story, it's kind of an I get it.
I swear by my sword.
Eyes on me. Shadow Raven. Let night fall.
Oh my god, he locked me in bird form. Is that guy dead? That guy's dead. This guy's on his way out. Let's just trigger this overload. Come on, buddy, hit me. Stop trying to hit me and hit me.
Go as one. Midnight Phantasmagoria.
Ending A, you save your sister from the Shadow Lord.
Barbados, guide us.
That'd be a lot cooler if I wasn't getting fucking endlessly hit by the goddamn effects of this stage. I don't know if it's either because of the level of the Abyss Mages or just a special effect with this particular zone, but the Abyss Mages get little auras based on their color. And for the ice one or whatever, it's like a damage over time thing. For the water one, I think it wraps you in water and kills you. And B, you learn the Shadow Lord was a real human version of you, and he's trying to revive his sister through the character's sister. Ah, seems like an understandable mission. It's kind of a shame that you know, got in the way of it.
To ashes.
Oh, okay. I got hit stunned by that, but not enough to avoid taking damage. Got it, game.
Higher, higher, hands on fire!
Back at ya.
Shadow Raven, let night fall!
Okay, Fischl is still alive, but barely.
Wind, hear me.
There we go. Come on, dude. Die.
Oz, reveal thyself! Go is flat!
You haven't.
This is such a such a shitty aura. Just
By royal
please die.
decree-
Thank you. It makes you sad for both sides. Yeah. I mean, any piece of good media worth its salt is going to be one that you know, the people on the evil side are people with just different motives and not, you know, they're evil. It's one of the reasons why this game kind of falls for me is just the the Abyss Mage faction or whatever. It's just like they're characterized as like, oh, they're evil, and obviously it's like, oh, but your brother, and it's like, yeah, what about him? Electro damage bonus? Come on. We're friends here. We don't gotta, you know, give ourselves shitty cups. Last of Us 2 also did it, but I dislike how they did it. Yeah. They had like a, you know, that's good, you know, I just want to fucking keep shredding these guys' organs. I disliked how they did it. Yeah, it's something that's very difficult to do. Because you gotta be invested in the characters, gotta care. And if you don't care, then, oh boy. The, what's it called?
Oz, power the
What's his face? The Red Letter Media has a really good bit where they talk about the new Zack Snyder movie with all the zombies or whatever.
I swear by my sword.
They bring up the fact that like they were very bored through the movie, and as a result of being bored, instead of having fun watching the movie, they were like picking apart the scenery in the background and like trying to figure out where the mats were, which like for movies they like they don't do, and the reasoning is because they just like the movie. So there's no reason for them to, you know, sit there and mess around with like the whole investigating the background or investigating the background of the movie and all that, because why would they bother? We're gonna stay in here for a couple more seconds just to give Hu Tao the rest of her health. She gets less damage at this kind of health, but she also lets me tank a couple hits right before we get to the damage bonus. You have a much stronger bond with one side over the other, so it doesn't really feel like the side you dislike. Yeah, I feel like for Last of Us 2, they probably could have done a better. They could have done like a Metal Gear Solid 2 or whatever, and just had you, you know, play as the other side the entire time. Because, you know, in all reality, Joel is a fucking nightmare. Like, he just... It's like, we joke about killing on this thing or whatever, but man, oh man, does Joel just go murdering again? Like, holy fuck. And it's not like, you know, some of it's justified, but not all of it. So, yeah, writing is very difficult, and
by royal decree-
it is very funny whenever I watch like video essays and stuff try to break down the process, but they get the absolute boon that is the ability to look back and see how people reacted to things. But it's like you create in what's it called? It's like whenever you create something like that, you don't know how people are going to react to it until it actually comes out. Energy recharge clock with crit damage, crit rate, and HP. This is almost good. If it gets defense, it'll be really good. But we're going to keep rolling because, you know, I'm addicted to that gamble. Gotta gamble. Joel is a badass and seen as psychotic by the enemies. Yeah, like, of course, he was a psycho. The guy was really good at killing people. Like, really good.
Barbados.
And at some point, you have to, like, take a step back and just be like, okay, Joel's really good at killing people, but what does that say about Joel? But I think, a problem that the game might have pulled, because I didn't play it. Because I don't own a PlayStation, so I can't play these, PlayStation games. Clear time of 48 seconds against those, Abyss Mages, by the way. That was really good. If Last of Us 1 goes to PC, would you buy it? No, because the type of game it is, a third-person, story-based shooter thing or whatever that takes like 8 or 9 hours to complete, that's not a game I like playing. At no point in my life have I played something like that and been like, that was a fun experience. So, that's just not a game I would play. That ain't me.
Wings of darkness. Come, severn.
Are we gonna get away with it again? No, the water guy hit us at the same time. Come on.
I swear by my sword.
Okay, we're cold. Alright, good. We've caused horrible problems for everybody. And we don't have enough stamina to cheat. Let's go.
Not bad.
No, please. No! God damn it.
Time to go.
Well, I fucked that up. Royally.
Power that ended fight.
We fucked that up again.
Gloria.
I feel like holding a fire sword should make you uncold. Well, there's a lot of person underneath the fire sword that gets cold. Although I think the ability... Or no, it doesn't infuse you with fire. I say infuse. It doesn't affect you with fire when you do it, so...
Barbados, guide us.
You alright, buddy? Do you think you're gonna make it? I don't think you're gonna make it. No one died, you're fine. Well, no one dying isn't like a, the best scenario. It's kind of okay. I kind of prefer everyone excelling rather than no one dying. Oh my god, please stop giving me these feathers. I don't want feathers, I want literally everything else. Like a fizz something or a crit whatever.
By royal decree.
The water guy went over here. Okay. Yeah. I love not playing the game.
As you
That was
wish.
even shittier. The guy fucking dodged that.
Eyes on me.
We'll just do this and let Jean heal for the rest of this. Linear games are strange. They usually make you feel complete after beating them, but don't offer anything else to do afterwards. Well, it's because, like,
Hear me.
what's it called? A good piece of media or whatever would, kind of just end after, or they would end at the end. They make you feel like, oh man, that was fun. I enjoyed that. The, what's it called? The The problem with most games, or games are really fun in the sense that like they offer kind of like an infinite you can keep doing this and playing this and having fun kind of angle. Please give me other bloodstain thing. Anything other than a mask? Like a bloodstained feather would absolutely be nuts because you can't really mess those up. Like, come on. I want to be done.
All revealed. Shadow Raven, let night fall.
Ah, I had the audacity to want to farm for more damage there. I say farm. I was like, nope, I got connected by water. Can't stay. Okay, the water guy has literally just been teleporting this entire time, which is good, but kind of shitty.
To ashes.
Alright, we're gonna switch to Jean and hope that she gets enough energy to ult.
By my sword.
Alright, let's stop this guy from living. You think Elden Ring will be at E3? Oh god, I hope so. Jeff Keighley. Oh, actually, Jeff Keighley isn't. Or E3 isn't Jeff Keighley. The Game Awards or whatever, as a joke, mentioned E3, or not E3, mentioned Elden Ring, which was really sad because we were all looking forward to have something to do or had something to do. After I got too addicted to Demon Souls, I now like Souls games. Souls games are good. They're fun. I recommend Neo 2 a lot. Neo 2 is like a really fun Souls game. Well, I recommend Neo 2 with the fist weapons. The other weapons I don't really know. Please, please let this cup be good, because we got that other cup, but I remember clicking on it and saying like it could be good. I want a cup that's amazing. Neo 2 do have a PS5 upgrade. Well, hopefully you give it a shot, because I really enjoyed my time with it. Oh, electro damage bonus. Attack! Attack! Defense percent! Okay. We're gonna pray to God that this gives us what we want. And I know there's a good statistical chance that it won't. Is this a good item? No. Okay. Defense, attack, a little HP, but that defense got hit a bunch. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. There might be something. 4-day weekend, Pog? Yeah, the Memorial weekend snuck up on me. I've been working 7 days in a row, so Memorial weekend might be out, but life doesn't, or my genre of life does not give a shit. We gotta keep leveling this up. I know we've basically run out of materials. Fuck you with this double thing at the end. Elsa Mastery. Okay, that was a complete waste. Let's see. Energy recharge. This is attack full. Crit damage, defense, energy recharge, crit rate, crit damage, defense, HP. Those are flat numbers though. 765,249 versus 769,249. Okay, this flat's obviously significantly better. But what's those crit numbers? Because this gives us a better crit rate. Yeah, by 10. I'll take the crit rate over the base damage for now. The Mocking Mask. We gotta hope that we get crit rate implicit here. HP. That's not terrible. Oh, we got like an 8 times multiplier to experience, so it's already level 12. That's really cool. I think this is Noblesse. Is this? The Royal Plume is Noblesse. We only have one the Fizz damage set, and that's double HP, so we don't want that. I learned something. Magic and Demon Souls is fucking busted. That's the only thing I learned this year. Magic and Demon Souls is pretty funny. It's probably worth noting. Uh, the magic or whatever is obvious, or it's obvious that the magic is overpowered because you should look at who's using it. The person using it is the what's it called? The guy, or like the not the magician class, but the person using it is the is like a nobleman, right? Uh, I can't see myself using this, but we're gonna hold on to it, but I can't see myself using that. Elemental Mastery. Okay, this item is cursed. Can't wait to fucking throw that in the garbage. We're gonna try to land as many crit modifiers as we can. Yes, noble. Yeah, the hey, that's not bad. Crit damage, HP defense, crit damage, attack, energy, recharge, defense. There's something there. That defense roll is kind of bad, though. I started a new character to try magic, pretty much quit old character since I lost 100k souls. Oof. Can't quit a character just because you lost. That's not the joy of the game. Any of these are terrible. There's a lot of defense rolls on this. I'll hold on to that. Crit damage with implicit defense. Yeah, we can live without that one. Oh, we hit both of the crit modifiers. More crit damage. More crit damage. This is what, or what's it called? This enchanting process for this particular item is absolutely going off the wall. Let's see. I think that'll be it. Obviously, we left this one pretty low, but it gave me something terrible, so I kind of hate it. Which is Heart of Flames. I don't think it's gonna be defense scaling fire character ever again. If you hit Elemental Mastery, I'm gonna cry. Defense or HP and crit rate? Alright, I'll take it. Not great, but certainly there. So we pushed our crit rate up to 25%, our crit damage up to 126. I could theoretically go and get those souls. They aren't lost yet, but it's so fucking far. Is crit damage good? For the formula, it's attack. Or the way the numbers work is... Let me check something real quick. Because the numbers up here were green because of the artifact, but it's not all green. For the damage formula, it's base attack plus your normal, or base attack plus the attack from your artifacts, times all your, or, well, multiplied by all your increases, and then multiplied by crit damage at the end. I think. Maybe. There's also technically, what is it called? Some of this stuff in here, your, this thing. But either way, the idea is simple. You increase all the damage types at the same time, and you theoretically get real damage. Can't watch listen, wanted to say howdy before I get to work. Thank you, Meat Man, for showing up, or coming in and saying hello. I wish you luck at work. Have a good day. But yeah, crit damage is a hard stat to land, which is why it's so exciting to get it, because, you know, getting a lot of it is fun. We don't have enough of these histories of gold to do that. For homework today, I've only got to write an essay, and I already found my evidence. Feeling good. Nice, nice, nice. Alright, we're gonna go bother this man. Because we want to get that stuff. We're gonna swap out Bedeau, and we're gonna put in Zinni.
I'm taking the stage.
Official Hotel. I think everybody's fine. Official still needs a lot of friendship, so might as well keep her going. Let's get this expedition reward.
Add app.
Lasagna. Let's see. But yeah, let's do all of our dailies. Exciting. Very excited that Zinni got all the way to C6. She's a fine character. She has a lot of weird, complicated, stuff or whatever, but functionally I think it's just a situation where she has if she could be a normal character or a normal type character or whatever, and have abilities that don't have like spells or don't have spell damage attached to it, then I think that she would be. I think she's only on fire for flavor. Several reports of hilichurls in the wild trying to band together. Maybe this unusual hilichurl could be the key factor. Go find them and kill them. Alright. Exercise extreme caution. Trust me, I want nothing more than to exercise extreme conscience, extreme caution, and my right to defend myself when I go invade these people's lands. Although I don't even think these people technically have lands. I think they're just straight up like, Oh, those are brutal. Those are brutal hits. Not as dangerous as a Bedeau out the gate, but we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Hey, isn't that Elon
By
Musk?
royal decree.
Amp it up.
Yay, 30k. I'll take that. What is the most story-directed game you've played recently? I forgot to put that. This game. We played Zhongli's Quest or whatever, and we fucking spent 300 hours listening to all the story cutscenes. But yeah, let me check my Steam real quick. For story-directed game that I played would be Amori. I haven't beat Amori, which is a very important thing to say out loud for all the people in chat that are thinking, oh, I'm gonna spoil Amori. But that's a JRPG game. I've played it for a little bit, and I just struggled. Amori, it's Omori. It's a RPG Maker game. It's very clever. All right, of course, it's got to be 600 kilometers to the fucking north. It can't be just right next to us, right next to the thing. No, we gotta spend an hour teleporting. Woo! Another game that I've never heard of. Yeah, it seems like the only games you hear of are ones that they spend hundreds of thousands of dollars on promotional events and put in your PS5. To hear about these true games, you have to go to Steam and then click on your queue until you run through all the hentai games. Then you'll see true video games, like WN and 3089.
Barbados, guide us.
Hey Fruit, how you doing? We're dealing with reality. Elon Musk wants to talk to hilichurls, so we're gonna talk to hilichurls. Me Mushu Ma. There's a lot of fucking M's in this, bro. Mita Motovana. Alright, I'll give you food. Not exactly. Can you check the handbook? Sure. I'd like you to give this to him. Consult manual. Mita Motovlata. Mita Motolata. Mita Motolata. Meat and water. You can figure that one out. What? Handbook? Dedicated to my heir and granddaughter Ella and her family sister, who's mostly the eccentrics, but the cutest Ella What the fuck? This hint. I don't like describing girls I don't know as cute. It's strange. To be frank, there are only a few good AAAs. Yeah, AAA games are kind of all over the place now, because I feel like Sony's the only one dumping a lot of money into making sure they're at least decent. And Microsoft or whatever is just like, whatever. We've been working on this new Halo game for the last 4 years. It's going to be good eventually. I'm not sure what AAA is. AAA is any game developed by a major studio and, backed by a major publisher. Example AAA games is like Grand Theft Auto 5, Call of Duty, uh, Assassin's Creed, like all those major blockbusters or whatever, very like what's it called? They're very high like developer whatever's. Oh my god. That's really funny. Meat and water. I thought it was gonna be soup, but uh I guess meat and water would be fish. A big game that isn't exclusive, I was pretty much right. Exclusive games can be AAA as well. It's just or AAA just means how much budget is put into it. So it's also known and mark the location. Let's go find them. All right. But yeah, I mean, what's it called, Fritz? I wouldn't be too, shocked and confused or whatever that someone doesn't understand AAA. Because keep in mind, everybody enters like video game discussions or whatever at different levels. You know, not everybody knows what, or a lot of people just know what games are. They don't really follow like development and shit. Isn't that just called first party games? And also called AAA. A first party developer, no, actually, let's roll that back. A first party developer for a console is somebody that develops like, what's it called? A first party developer is a developer that's like making a game exclusively for a console. Or like, a certain thing or whatever. So like Rare technically is like a first party developer for, in the olden days like Nintendo, because they would make games that were exclusively for Nintendo
Phantasmagoria.
and Nintendo systems. Halo and Gears are first party. Remains to be seen. I don't think a Halo or Gears game has been made since, the days that consoles existed. I mean, technically they were first party when they were made. Don't know if they're first party now because we haven't seen what's going on. But the developer 343 is a first party developer because they develop for the Xbox, I believe. A game like Bloodborne is AAA. A game like Bloodborne is AAA because it's backed by a major, or it's backed by, is it Capcom or which one is it? I'm trying to think of the name of the name that pops up or whatever underneath or before FromSoft. I know FromSoft made Bloodborne. I'm trying to think of what the publisher was. Was it Namco? Oh, it's Namco Bandai. That's the one. It's been so long since I've looked at the fucking thing. It's published by Sony. Oh yeah, Bloodborne was published by Sony. I forgot that
Wind, hear me.
they were the publisher.
As you wish, main Fräulein.
But yeah, the what's it called? It's like they published it. I want to replace Diona with Hu Tao. Or, what's it? I want to replace Hu Tao with Diona, or Jean with a Diona. I want to trigger a superconduct on somebody, but can't with our current section. Other Souls games are Bandai, Demon Souls is Sony. Sekiro is Activision. Sekiro is Activision. Sekiro is Activision. God, I wonder who developed Sekiro. Or who published Sekiro. Confused as balls. Well, you did choose a really confusing example. Because, what's it called? Just think about it as a single game. And be like, okay, the developer of this one game this one time is this group, right? Because, like, picking someone that makes different, or picking somebody that makes a bunch of games for different systems, including ones that are, you know, cross-platform, it's going to be really confusing. Plus, it doesn't help that it's a very confusing market anyway, because, of course, the, you know, I, I know it's really funny, but it's funny that none of us mentioned or tried to use the example of Nintendo when they're like the most obvious example of someone that only develops stuff for their own console. It's like we're trying to pull out all this fucking shit about like, oh, let's try to min-max FromSoft's development history, and it's like, nah, Nintendo would be the easiest example. Indie games are made and published by small groups of people. Yeah, what's it called? The definition, I guess not really the definition, but like the kind of the scene of indie games has changed a lot. The old days or whatever, where it was like just one guy developing a game or whatever, like Cave Story or whatever, it's like that stuff is kind of long. It still exists, and it's very rare for it to show up because so many more indie games are made by like, they're like made by one guy, but then published by like a big group like Devolver or whatever group makes Dusk or whatever. Can't think of their name. So are the new Spider-Man games a first party for PlayStation? PlayStation owns the people who make it and they publish it. Let's see. I'm trying to think. I think Insomniac are their own thing. Technically first party developers for Sony, but they what's it called? They have a nice like deal with Sony where they can make games for them. Or they get money to make games for Sony. Which is good. It's first party if the people who are making the game are owned by the same people who make the console. Yeah. That's the idea. Sony doesn't own the development studio. They have exclusive rights deal that says you can only develop this for our console. Yeah. It's like, we want a Spider-Man game, but we don't want those fucks at Microsoft to, you know, get their grubby hands on it, because they're going to port it to every motherfucking thing. They'll port it to the Ouya. But yeah, either way, it's basically in game discussion, it just means that a AAA developer is just somebody that gets a shit ton of money to make their game. Or not really a shit ton, but a lot of money. Because a shit ton of money would, you know, necessitate something like a, you know, what's it called? There's a lot of developers that get a shit ton of money but don't do amazing things with it. Who is the fabled second part? Hello. I thought this guy was the guy I was going to hang out with, but he chose to die. Is this guy? No, looks like he's alone. That's a bandit. What about you, Whitey? Ah, Fritz, I don't have you on my can't or my ability to curse section. Let me go fix that. Let me derail the entire stream to fix that. AAA publishers like Activision get a fuck ton of money. Will Halo Infinite be first party even though it releases on PC, or does it depend if it goes to Steam and on Epic? Halo Infinite is technically first party because if it only releases for or if it only releases for Windows and Xbox, then technically that's first party because Microsoft owns both those things. Let's see, Chanel. It's got like a cat in the avatar. Let's keep scrolling until we get to it. Well, bad news, Fritz. You're gonna have to DM me your channel URL because your name is so overwhelmingly popular. I will not be able to find it in one day. But Microsoft don't own Steam, so what if it goes there? Well, Steam is just the what's it called? Steam is the marketplace, but they'll be selling it on the Microsoft store as well. I stole all your batteries. Get fucked. But yeah, Microsoft doesn't own this or own Steam, but that's because PC gaming is much more complicated than console gaming as far as determining AAA and all that. PC gaming is the reason why we have such complicated definition, or not really definitions, but complicated relationships with indie developers, because indie developers go all over the fucking place. You know, wackos and zackos and stuff, causing all kinds of whack. We're gonna put a waypoint right here, because I don't know if I solved this puzzle before. I can no longer use the funny. Just DM me your channel, oh, you might have. Oh, I see it. I don't get notifications for Discord during streaming, so that's why I didn't know. Add person to approved list. Save. I don't get notifications. I can't, I can't fucking teleport in there.
I swear by my sword. Quit it. Cross over.
Got him. Yeah, whack. That fucking fat man fall down. Okay. This topic makes me sad. Horizon thing happening now. Should I watch it or should I go watch or should I wait for lunch to watch it on the TV? I say no to abandoning the stream. Can I mass ping Crab and MDS right now? I don't know why would you want to. I'm just vibing here. I don't know why I deserve to have 500 notifications. I want to retry Genshin, but at the same time, I kind of don't, on the edge of the game. I'd say don't. It's not worth it. I like Genshin for a stream game because there's, a couple of fun things happen and the game is kind of infinitely repetitive. And mostly because it's easier to look at. You guys obviously wouldn't want to watch PoE, and I know what happens when I click on Total Warhammer on my thing. I'm spamming your pings right now. Okay, cool. Hey, homie, I killed all those motherfuckers for you. Uta Una. You should definitely check the thing. Alright. Consult manual. Integration. It's a good thing these fucking words are highlighted. Late night. Okay. Unfortunately, I don't know why he's got a weird voice. Fast travel. Wouldn't mind watching an RTS game. They're always interesting to watch for me, although I enjoy
Slow
watching
me
most
down.
games. I think if I'd stream an RTS game, I'd like to stream AoE or AoE too, because it's fun.
Higher, higher, dance like fire! Go! Amp it up! Feel the beat! By royal decree, I swear by my sword! Midnight Phantasmagoria!
We've kind of lost track of the poor guy, but I feel like he's gonna die inadvertently. Yeah. Crawl back into your hole. What is an RTS game? Real-time strategy game. It was popular in the 90s whenever we had enough computing power to start, making those games work. But then, of course, Alright, so we've killed him. I believe it is over now. Why? Why the fucking nasally breathing every time I click into the thing? I want to live a normal life. Let's get out of this rain. Games like Civilization 5, that's a turn-based 4X. Hearts of Iron 4, to be honest, I've never fallen down the rabbit hole of that. Crusader Kings, it might be real-time. Shit like that. Crash Royale, I think Crash Royale is a strategy game. RTS games are Command and Conquer. You got your what is all of them? We got Command and Conquer, Red Alert, StarCraft, Warcraft 1, 2, and 3. Shooters killed RTS games. That's fucking wrong because shooters allow brain-dead gameplay. It's slightly more enjoyable for a large group. Okay, we're gonna go over something real quick about how fucking video games aren't killed by other video games because people are just like, oh, I gotta make an MMO because it's the most popular game. What's it called? Because for video games, all right, we're gonna use an example real quick of a game that's very popular, incredibly popular, right? And the reason why it's popular is not because the game took players away from another place. The reason why the game is popular is because it created a new type of genre of game for other people to enjoy that basically weren't being serviced by the current existing market. And that game is fucking World of Tanks. World of Tanks is incredibly popular among the demographic of people that are like kinda older. They have a computer that runs games like kind of okay. World of Tanks isn't a game that would have gotten very popular if their thought process was, oh, how do we steal people away from the bejeweled slash, MMO market? They were thinking, okay, we need to make a game about tanks. What should it be? The game should be slow paced because real life tank fighting, it's basically long moments of, dreary boringness followed by, sheer terror. So they made the game very slow paced and like basically or give you rewards for thinking out your actions and following through and working as a group. And these are all things that somebody that's kind of older would be completely fine doing and think is kind of fun. Like these 6 million something people that are playing World of Tanks, these people didn't like put down Call of Duty and think to themselves like, I'm gonna go play something else. They were like, they're sitting on their computer on Facebook and they got a fucking banner ad for World of Tanks and they're like, oh, that looks cool. I like tanks. And they installed that shit. Like RTS games, the reason why RTS games died, uh, what's it called? The reason why RTS games died is because fucking EA shut down Westwood, which was a huge proponent of just making those games. So it's like, oh, well, an entire studio that made those games on the cutting edge are gone. What's it called? Uh, we got the rise of StarCraft. Fucking what's it called? The rise of StarCraft esports, which killed RTS games because then whenever StarCraft got really big, what happened was is a lot of other RTS developers at the same time were just like, "Oh, we got to make our game more like StarCraft. You know, it has to be balanced. It has to be really finely balanced so people can play it as a job." So instead of enjoying a fucking video game and like summoning an army of 1 billion skeletons to run over my opponent who basically waited 30 minutes into the game to do anything against me, it's like now I can only summon like 100 skeletons. There's a chance for him to like counter back, and it's like it's so stupid. Just fucking let me do ridiculous bullshit in these fucking RTS games. But no, we're forced to play games slow and fucking balanced because like someone out there has to do it for a job. And the only game that like what's it called? The only game of value, in my opinion, that does this really hyper balanced stuff even kind of okay is Age of Empires 2. But the reason why Age of Empires 2 is or it's fine for Age of Empires 2 to be this hyper balanced game is because 90% of the fun of playing Age of Empires 2 is like in from feudal rising to castle age, where you spend all that time basically like farming an economy and like min-maxing your villages or whatever and doing your best to play the game in that little stage. Like Age of Empires 2 is basically like, 10 to 20 minutes of playing like a fun economy game, and then you start building units, and then you start the soldiering and stuff and the fighting and all that. So like, and the game can, if you're really good at the economy stuff, which eventually you'll get good at, because that's the first thing that happens every game. You can start snowballing faster and start building more ridiculously sized armies to like overpower your opponent. RTS should have overpowered enemies or things you can play as. Yeah, just the game. I like those. I like. There's a mod for Command and Conquer Zero Hour that I like playing, and it's very difficult for me to keep up with my brother, but it's basically a mod that like kind of overpowers everything and makes everything absolutely ridiculous. And by virtue of making it everything ridiculous, it makes it a lot more fun. Math has started teaching new things. Well, hopefully you'll get out of school eventually. It's almost fucking the middle of summer. Anyway, but developers, in my opinion, gaming, like, people, gaming populations don't come from other gaming populations. They come from themselves. Like, or what's all? It's very annoying to explain, but World of Warcraft didn't get exceedingly popular like just because everyone that was playing shooters at the time and playing RTS games at the time and you know the amount of people who knew what a Warcraft was, like all those people didn't just show up one day and were like, I'm gonna play World of Warcraft now. Like some people just enjoyed playing RTS games and they kept playing Warcraft 3. But a large portion of people, saw Warcraft, saw this online space or whatever, and went to go play it even if they didn't play any other video games, which is why so many people started playing that game. And it's something that like so many people miss out on when they're talking about like, one game stealing from another game's like population or whatever. It's like no, dog. The fucking developers didn't just like steal everybody simply by virtue of like making a game that was cool. Oh my god, Sandberry, really? It's just like one of those things where the game
We have
people that get into video games come from the outside every single time. As far as making a new genre very, very popular. And a lot of people don't see it that way because what they see is, they see like their friends or whatever stop playing Call of Duty and start playing what is that game called? Start playing like League of Legends or whatever. And when they see that in their head, in their feelings, they're like, oh, my friend stopped playing League of Legends. Or what's it called? My friend stopped playing Call of Duty to play League of Legends. But in reality, what happened was, there's probably a couple hundred people that stopped playing that game to go play the other. We're going to go and get some sandbear wood so I can make that new thing. I want to say the sandbear farm is down here. I'm going to go look real quick. Click on this one. Housing impact, and then just scroll a fuck ton. Sandbearer is right there. Oh, it's right there. Anyway, that's just my rant about RTS games or whatever. I feel very strongly about them because, of course, I love RTS games, but the reason why I'm not streaming RTS games, and the reason why I'm not playing RTS games right now is because none of the RTS games out there are fucking that enjoyable to watch or play compared to, like, just like a soft anime game. And they'd have to either really water down what they're doing to become really as easy as to watch and play as a soft anime game, or, and that's also a really big thing. Like, you are correct when you said earlier that, shooters require less energy and brain power or whatever to play compared to RTS games. But that's just like a part of any kind of like enjoyment of anything, right? Like, people aren't going to pick up modeling right out of the gate because it's like making models is expensive and it's time consuming and you got to learn how to paint things and learn how to thin paints, and it's like all that shit or whatever is very annoying. But Total Warhammer 2 or 3 or whatever, you just, instead of painting a bunch of models or whatever and like going to a place to show them off or whatever, you just make your army or whatever in the army builder thing and you just fight against another opponent. It's very easy. It doesn't take that much effort. Things that are like easier in that regard, catch a lot more people's attention than stuff that's a lot more difficult to do. I like to say that RTSs are like what's it called? They're kind of like an ego thing, where basically people like me that enjoy them tend to enjoy them uh, because they're difficult and because they require effort. But games that require effort and they're difficult are very like time consuming to learn, and they're also very time consuming to get good at. It's just like time. Hearts of Iron 4 is hard to learn. I mean, yeah, you can pause time, but holy shit, there's too much to it. CK3 is easier. Yeah, I've heard good things about like CK3 and all them, that group. There's a lot less going on because it's like medieval times. Don't need to like min-max your supply routes or any of that shit. It's fun. Yeah. Maybe one day I'll play it, but not anytime soon, because what's it called? It's not a genre of history I'm too crazy about. I prefer my all the fun stuff. Manage trade, army factories, military, naval bases, military bases. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Wow, they were not kidding on when they were saying like trees recharge their wood like after 3 feet. Literally walk away for like 4 seconds and already the wood's back. Oh my god, we keep getting trolled by that tree. Poor trees. It's not like, I blame nobody. I don't blame the trees and I don't blame myself. I just need this wood more than anything. Okay, that should be enough to craft something good. So let's go. But yeah, the it's also really hard
We have put
to get somebody into
if you have
playing RTS games because it is a lot to ask of someone to learn that shit. Okay, so we need 2 of those. Give me 2 green fountains, lady.
we have
Not create furnishings. I want to buy.
we have
Buy. One of the harder games to get into is fuck. What is the name of that? It's we're gonna buy all 3 of those motherfuckers because I know the game is gonna demand that I buy it later. Green Fountain is like one of the most replicated fucking purchases. You've hit your furnishing placing limit. Get rid of your furnaces so you can place more furnaces. Can I place this now? Yeah, it's too big. It's too big for this thing. That's unfortunate. We're gonna have to delete a lot of stuff. Oh, I forgot this is a set itself. Oh boy. I'm gonna require a lot of effort to finagle all this stuff in here. Why is it so big? I wish it would let me edit it and like pull it or pare it down or whatever, but no, I have to build it really big and then edit afterwards. It is rough how big this is. Okay. Oh, please. Okay. So we can fit this right here, and then we're gonna have to move this. Oh my god. Lord Jesus, take the wheel as I remove all this stuff. Ah, it's rough. Just let me place this, please. I wish there were hotkeys. Woo, we got it, guys. Took a lot of effort, but we finally got it. Probably lost like all of our fucking Adepti energy doing that as well. It'll never be worth it, but we'll see. Yeah, Rainbow or what's it called? I watch a Rainbow Six YouTuber, and it's like a lot of the stuff that you have to basically know and pare down during matches or whatever is a lot. Like it's way too much for a normal person to be expected to remember. At least, more than they should. All right, we got it, guys. That was really rough. Let's see what else we can place down. We're missing green fountain. Missing a green fountain. Missing a green fountain. Color of the Wind and the Solitary Retreat House. Also, 6 of these fucking bamboo fences. More fences than we got. More of these. Don't got any of those right now. Don't have the Adepti Gate. That's already built. Don't got those. Alright. Yay! We lost like 3,000 fucking energy. Placing that was not worth it at all. But it's okay, because I can make it back. Three-minute round, you have to make sure that 6 things are done in a minute. Yeah. It's kind of funny how it's like the defenders gotta rush to make sure that everything's set up correctly, and the attackers have to rush to make sure that, make sure that the defenders are not set up, or try to get in there before the defenders completely set up. It's very, it's very fun. It's the idea of it is really cool. I think they do a good job, building into it. We're not gonna place those. Well, maybe they're better than the landforms, but these funny boxes are obviously stronger things. Put that there. I find it really funny that am I really not allowed to put like wares underneath this? That's so stupid. Okay, now landforms. Let's just shove as many of these rocks into the universe as we can. Ah, thank God. And it's over. Okay, cool. We've gotten even more Adepti energy out of that. For what it's worth. Let's see, do we have any interior crocodile alligators that we can assemble? Any like sets that are within reach? Is that like my bed though? That is. Let's make this. Gold lined wardrobe, tavern rug. I'm assuming a tavern rug isn't being used elsewhere. Yeah, damn. Sturdy birch vanity. Gold lined. Alright, so it's a bunch of gold lined stuff. That's fine. Save changes. Let's go. Defeat the lock on my door.
We have
Do- Oh, okay. It took all my red dye or whatever. I was like, I thought it ate all my, Ayo! Hail Satan. That's really weird that ate all my, my shit or whatever. Oh, look! She's in a little teapot now. Ah, let me pull it up real quick. I have a picture of her. I have a picture of her old self. I took it as a screenshot a million years ago. Where are you at? I need to post you so people don't think I'm crazy. There she is. Edit. Look, she was on a serving dish, but now she's on a thing.
One client, two clients, three
Okay,
clients.
back to where we're going.
Would you care to
Can't talk right now, crap. Doing shit for school. Sorry, it's okay. I'm just having fun. Ooh, we got a bunch of stuff.
would
I
you
made a
care
mistake.
if you had
Okay, grab this. There was a gold in there. Reach trust rank 7. Now we gotta go back to the menu as well.
would you care
Sit down and join me for some tea. Alright. Would you care? Every single time. Okay. Max realm currency storage is increased. Unlock the area is 3. Transformation. Types of good bought and sold by the traveling salesman has been increased to 6. Excellent, excellent, excellent. I love it all day, every day. Now here's a question. If I... Ooh, don't let me do whatever that was. So we got Smoke Sailing Isle. If I put this here, switching mansions will pack the existing one up and clear all of its furnishings. Okay, so I can't place this one over here. It's just how it is. But yeah, Smoke Sailing Isle is gonna be the place that I put all my fucking shit on. Yeah, let's go. Oh, you know what it is? Let's go, Smoke Sailing Isle. Let's go, put my main mansion here. We're gonna place it here now. That way we can start placing a little bit more back on this aisle. Because now we have all this space right here. Okay, what do we got? This requires a bunch of things I can't buy. Things I can't buy. 6 bamboo fences. I might be able to craft these bamboo fences if I can afford a color of the wind. Alright, well, we made a mistake there, because now we have to go to the island. I can go into the teapot from the teapot? I don't know if that's sane. I feel like we're going too deep. Oh, we left the teapot. That's understandable. We'll go back. We're going back in instantly because we need to grab some stuff. Because I want to build some things. I want to play some things. Got all that space now. We can put so much shit down. Ah.
Would you care?
Alright. Great furnishing. We got the Hilichurl shooter platform. Got the old wind house. Got this landscape portrait. Brutal. I really wish I only ate apples. Now that I'm looking at all this red dye I gotta make. Exquisite bookshelf. Alright, what's the other thing? Alright, let's create all this so we don't actually mess up and buy something that we didn't mean to. Okay, anything? This thing. Requires pine. Interesting. Alright, can we buy a Color of the Wind?
Would you care?
Oh, we can. Nice. We can afford it. I don't know if she has one right now. Where are you at? I can smell you. There it is. We can purchase up to 3. Might as well just do the max amount. Might as well buy that. Because we need to craft that for an indoor thing that we're doing.
Would you care to?
So we're gonna craft Tavern Rug. Go here. Eat this.
Would you care to?
Create furnishing. We want to craft the thing that we just made. This. Alright, we got that. I just realized they either lied or I'm dumb. Did you check the schedule? Because if I were you, isn't until 5. Yeah, I don't know why in the middle of the day would be pretty fucked up. Stone lion, stone lion. I've crafted multiple of these, I'm pretty sure. Let me go find the other owl. The pre-show started at 12. Ooh. But the pre-show is the best part. It's showing you all the gameplay. Okay, we got these two guys. Okay, he's... this one's the knowing. So we want to auto-craft the other one real quick.
Would you care?
We're gonna get over here. So we have the knowing. We want the other one. The warding. They are showing pictures. Those fiends. Those cruel, malevolent strangers. How dare they show pictures? Weathered bamboo. Craft, craft. Alright. Outdoor set. We want to shove it into this island if possible. That way this island has much money going into it. Yes, more landforms. Oh, we've run out of low-level landforms. Oops. I'm stupid. That'll be fine. We're just looking to put this thing on top of it. No, it's one of these buildings where it's not going to fit on this. Do it like that. Alright, game, come on. I got a good idea of what I want to do. Just let me do it. But, eh. There we go. It's like camera trickery. It's not even like a wise system. Was that blue for like a nanosecond? No, okay. I was just seeing things. Yeah, it's just not long enough. Shove it right there. Courtyard. The Shudatawa is a courtyard item. Put it over here, and then we can shove this landform into this. It was blue for a nanosecond. Amazing. Incredible. This nation truly has no laws. Oh, is that it? Oh yeah, we got tons of rocks we can just jam up here. Nothing says home away from home like a big boulder. Okay, can't place it there. We'll place it down here. Eventually it's gonna make me run out, right? I can't place all these boulders. Hey, you hit a boulder right there. Okay, for the color of the wind, as much as I want to dump it onto that island, I want to dump it here. That way I just know I have a counter for how many color of the winds I have that are free and can be put onto other things. Main buildings. Oh, that's save. We're 80 away from assuming the next level. I really want to just jam it up to the next level so we get even more money. Come on. Do it.
Would you care?
So we need 80. How much is 80? Oh, which one of you outdoor fuckers is gonna be 80? This one's pretty expensive. I might want to do the Adeptus Gate it, or spam the Adeptus Gate again. Because we have Adeptus Gate and the Knowing. Easy. So we'll grab another of the Warding. Shove a creation fluid on that one too. Give us bamboo fence. Give us bamboo fence. Where is bamboo fence? There it is. I'll go to this menu. That one. Go back to this aisle. Hey, we made it.
Would you care?
It is stately, or luxury. So we currently have 28 gold per minute, or not 28 gold per minute. 28 gold per hour, effectively like a gold every 4 minutes. Ah, that is really good. This has been a super productive day. Probably didn't need to do that, but that's awesome. I'm very, very happy. Just coming out of the teleport, go there. Okay, my clock's still running. Let's go. Let's go. All right, now that we have all these people weirdly upgraded and whatnot, let's just cheat a little bit on the abyss. Let's see if we can do it. You know, Zinni with her charged attacks or whatever. I think we could do it. Try to get a couple extra dollars out of the 12. All right, so we want Zinni to be the main leader of her team. Double cryo. Not that guy. That guy would be funny, but no. That, and then boop. That should be good enough against those electro guys. And then that. Oh yeah, I forgot which one. Pyro in the first one. There's a Pyro Wappifier in the first one. Pyro Abyss Mage in the second. Okay. So, it'd be best or she's melee or whatever, so it'll be fine. She goes there. Cryo, cryo. And then Barbara to bring him back. Jean, Sucrose, Hu Tao. I kind of want to go lightning, but I feel like that'd be dangerous. Actually, these people don't have to fight the electors or whatever, so that's fine. This is a good grouping. Everybody will love this. Let's go.
For Rex Lapis, born of ice and frost. Pyrotechnics. Let the show begin. Amp it up. No touching. Come on, we can
Let's get all of our stamina back here.
Access denied. Feel the beat. Can't handle your drink. Let's dance. No touching.
Got it, got it, got it. Let's go. We might just need more damage, unfortunately. Tis the hardest content that they have to offer.
Access denied. I'll protect us. No touching. Look at you, Boothell. side. Hey! This is long overdue. Feel the beat. Let the show begin. Power cord. No touching.
Okay. Hopefully the second group can just breeze through their group.
Swirl, mark tip, higher, hands on fire.
Oh, I should have activated Bado's ability there. It's fine. We can do the Bado's ult into Zinni's. Or not Zinni's.
Wind, hear me.
Into Sucrose's.
Animal test 63. Absorption test. Go as one. Animal test 63. Lots over. Go as one. Absorption test.
I swear by my sword.
Come on, kill him.
Don't stand clear.
Any better? Nope, not any better. That's okay. A tad optimized.
Let's dance. Shake it and stir. Amp it up. Feel the beat. Can't handle your drink. La, 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 la. Think you can bully me?
Try till I'm dead. Pyrotechnics.
I got careless.
I got careless. Nah, you got comboed.
Born of ice and frost, I'll protect us.
Feel the beat.
I think, okay. That little bird is gone.
Think you can bully me?
So we're just wearing this guy down to wear him down. There we go.
I got careless.
Look at you, loser.
Amp it up.
No
Is
touching.
that Tingle from Super Smash Brothers?
That tingle?
Think you can bully me?
Feel the beat.
Man, they are really good at applying water and then immediately exploding it with ice.
I got careless.
Come on, we can do it.
Time to rock.
He vanished.
Pyrotechnics.
That guy's dead as hell.
Shake it and stir.
I got careless. I got
Power cord.
Born of ice and
Save all
frost.
these ults for the funny lectors at the end.
Think you can bully me? Let the show begin. Go, Barbara, go!
That fucking AoE explosion from hitting me killed it.
Enhanced animal modules. See? Go!
Yeah, this is a terrible team to fight this particular group of things.
I'll remember.
That was a shitty decision on my part. I really shouldn't have done that. Probably could have picked a better vaporized team there. Let's go get all of our medical stuff back. Yes, yes, yes. Heal everybody. Thank you. But yeah, it's not bad at all. We got Zinni C6 today. We leveled the Citadel or whatever up to like 7. That's good. We got Zinni moving up into the world with a Fizz build rather than a Fire build. So we got 50% Fizz damage, which is nice. We just gotta upgrade all these things, but that requires money or whatever. Every one of them is you know, expensive. But yeah, both of our Claymores have 5-star weapons. If I did that again, I'd probably have gotten you with the other Favonius Bow, but I don't know. I'll have to min-max everything to get all the stats up or whatever, and then try to play with the build that I want to play with. Very difficult to play against the game's wishes, but it's understandable. Alright, we're gonna camp here, because the game is gonna wanna claim that forge thing or whatever. But yeah, that's it for today. I've run out of things I can conceivably do in Genshin, and that means it's over.
No wonder you're a master.
But yeah, thank you all for coming out. Remember to like and subscribe and do all that stuff. We got uh the 100th stream is coming up pretty soon. I have no idea what I'm gonna do. Probably nothing. It's probably just gonna happen. Cause what are we at right now? My title's too long. I can't see. We're at 98. So the 100th stream is happening on a Saturday, which means it's conflicting with Fruit stream, which means there's no way I could do it, which is okay. I don't know. I'll figure out something to do. Worst case scenario, don't do anything good, but, you know, we'll do what we can when we get there. Thank you all for checking it out.